Do you want to be an entrepreneur but you cannot do so because you are short of ideas? Well, you should probably watch this video. During my entrepreneurship classes of my PGDM course, I came across some articles which I would like to share with you. The first is 6 principles for making new things. The 6 principles I'll be explaining to you is: number 1 is finding simple problems. Number 2 is to find the overlooked problems. Number 3, the problems which are actually needed to be solved. The fourth one is deliver the solutions of the problem as informally as possible, because it will save all the effort which you will make to make the solution impressive. You don't have to impress anyone, just give the solution to the problem. The fourth, another advantage of delivering the solution informally is that you won't have the danger of fooling yourself as in the front of audience. Then fifth point is that starting with a very crude version 1, and the sixth is then implement and further to give better solutions. Because the main advantage of this is that when you provide a crude volume and then and then take the feedback from the customers and then improve upon it, then you can give better solutions and you can give better products. And the next article I'll like to tell you is about Sclep blindness. Sclep blindness is Sclep means a tedious, unpleasant task. And from the Google, it tells that a company is defined by the number of scaleps it can undertake. I'll explain scalep in a better way. Suppose take the example of swimming pool. Scaleps could be dealt in the same way as you are jumping in a cold water swimming pool. So in the beginning you will feel you should not jump in, but if you jump in, then you can face you can overcome your difficulties if you jump in. The next article is about organic startup ideas. I like the first sentence about the article, which says the best way to come up with startup ideas is to ask yourself the question: what do you wish someone to make for you? If you solve this problem for others, you can come up with your own startup. There are generally 2 types of startup ideas: those which grow organically out of your own life, and the next one is those that you decide. Apple was the first type. Apple actually was originated by Steve Wozniak because he wanted a computer, but unlike other persons who wanted computers, he could design one computer. That is his advantage. He had a startup because something grew organically out of his life. The second one is that the things which comes out that upon our decision, like we find some solutions to some problems and make a startup from it. And one of the major mistakes by young founders is that they think they know that the problems with other people, but they are not sure about it. So they come up with the articles they come up with some products which people don't need and they are not popular, hence they fail. So it's a major point to understand what other people think, then you can come up with your own idea. And the next thing I can say is that you have to stand outside of your own self to see the brokenness. If you have to step outside of the box, you have to think outside the box. The main thing is that you have to think outside the box to see the solutions of the problems. And another thing is that don't be discouraged if you are not initially producing something, that your product is not growing fast. Other people tell that it's a toy, it's not a good product. In fact, it's a good sign, because other people are not looking at this product as a good idea. They are overlooking this idea. Actually, the first microcomputers, the first aircrafts, the first cars are dismissed as toys. So if you find something broken, you can fix for a lot of people. You have actually find a gold mine. With an actual gold mine, you have to work hard to get the gold out of it. So pack up and be ready to mine.